1 hour to improve your English listening skills.
英文加中文配音，每天1小时，增强你的英文听力。
How was your walk with the dog this morning? How was your walk with the dog this morning?
今天早上带狗散步怎么样？
How was your walk with the dog this morning? How was your walk with the dog this morning? It was great. He loved the park. It was great. He loved the park.
很不错，他很喜欢公园。
It was great. He loved the park. It was great. He loved the park. Did he play with any other dogs? Did he play with any other dogs?
他和其他狗狗玩了吗？
Did he play with any other dogs? Did he play with any other dogs? Yes, he met a friendly Labrador. Yes, he met a friendly Labrador.
有，他遇到了一只友好的拉布拉多犬。
Yes, he met a friendly Labrador. Yes, he met a friendly Labrador. Did you take any treats for him? Did you take any treats for him?
您有给他吃东西吗？
Did you take any treats for him? Did you take any treats for him? Of course, he loves those peanut butter biscuits. Of course, he loves those peanut butter biscuits.
他当然喜欢花生酱饼钱了。
Of course, he loves those peanut butter biscuits. Of course, he loves those peanut butter biscuits. What time do you usually walk him? What time do you usually walk him?
您通常什么时候带他散步？
What time do you usually walk him? What time do you usually walk him? Early in the morning, around 6 a.m. Early in the morning, around 6 a.m.
清晨6点左右。
Early in the morning, around 6 a.m. Early in the morning, around 6 a.m. Does he behave well on the leash? Does he behave well on the leash?
他在牵引绳上表现好吗？
Does he behave well on the leash? Does he behave well on the leash? Most of the time, but he gets excited when he sees squirrels. Most of the time, but he gets excited when he sees squirrels.
大部分时间都是，但他看到松鼠会很兴奋。
Most of the time, but he gets excited when he sees squirrels. Most of the time, but he gets excited when he sees squirrels. Have you taken your dog to the vet recently? Have you taken your dog to the vet recently?
您最近带狗狗看过兽医吗？
Have you taken your dog to the vet recently? Have you taken your dog to the vet recently? Yes, he had his annual checkup last week. Yes, he had his annual checkup last week.
是的，他上周做了年度体检。
Yes, he had his annual checkup last week. Yes, he had his annual checkup last week. Did the vet say he's healthy? Did the vet say he's healthy?
兽医说他很健康吗？
Did the vet say he's healthy? Did the vet say he's healthy? He's in perfect health, thankfully. He's in perfect health, thankfully.
还好他非常健康。
He's in perfect health, thankfully. He's in perfect health, thankfully. How often do you bathe your dog? How often do you bathe your dog?
你多久给你的狗洗一次澡？
How often do you bathe your dog? How often do you bathe your dog? About once a month, unless he gets really dirty. About once a month, unless he gets really dirty.
大约1个月一次，除非他真的很脏。
About once a month, unless he gets really dirty. About once a month, unless he gets really dirty. Does he like baths? Does he like baths?
他喜欢洗澡吗？
Does he like baths? Does he like baths? Not really, but he tolerates them. Not really, but he tolerates them.
不太喜欢，但他能忍受。
Not really, but he tolerates them. Not really, but he tolerates them. What kind of food do you feed your dog? What kind of food do you feed your dog?
你给狗狗吃什么食物？
What kind of food do you feed your dog? What kind of food do you feed your dog? I give him a mix of dry kibble and wet food. I give him a mix of dry kibble and wet food.
我给它混合喂食，乾粮和湿粮。
I give him a mix of dry kibble and wet food. I give him a mix of dry kibble and wet food. Do you give him any supplements? Do you give him any supplements?
您给它吃过任何补充剂吗？
Do you give him any supplements? Do you give him any supplements? Just some fish oil for his coat. Just some fish oil for his coat.
只给它吃一些鱼油。
Just some fish oil for his coat. Just some fish oil for his coat. Have you trained him to do any tricks? Have you trained him to do any tricks?
您有训练它做任何技巧吗？
Have you trained him to do any tricks? Have you trained him to do any tricks? Yes, he can sit, stay, and roll over. Yes, he can sit, stay, and roll over.
有，它会坐下、站住和翻身。
Yes, he can sit, stay, and roll over. Yes, he can sit, stay, and roll over. That's impressive. How did you train him? That's impressive. How did you train him?
真了不起，你是怎么训练它的？
That's impressive. How did you train him? That's impressive. How did you train him? Lots of patience and positive reinforcement. Lots of patience and positive reinforcement.
大量的耐心和正面强化。
Lots of patience and positive reinforcement. Lots of patience and positive reinforcement. Does he have a favorite toy? Does he have a favorite toy?
他有喜欢的玩具吗？
Does he have a favorite toy? Does he have a favorite toy? He loves his squeaky rubber bone. He loves his squeaky rubber bone.
他喜欢吱吱响的橡皮骨头。
He loves his squeaky rubber bone. He loves his squeaky rubber bone. Do you let him sleep in your bed? Do you let him sleep in your bed?
你让他睡在你的床上吗？
Do you let him sleep in your bed? Do you let him sleep in your bed? Sometimes, but he has his own bed too. Sometimes, but he has his own bed too.
有时，但他也有自己的床。
Sometimes, but he has his own bed too. Sometimes, but he has his own bed too. Does he get along with other pets? Does he get along with other pets?
他和其他宠物相处好吗？
Does he get along with other pets? Does he get along with other pets? Yes, he's very friendly with other animals. Yes, he's very friendly with other animals.
是的，他对其他动物很友好。
Yes, he's very friendly with other animals. Yes, he's very friendly with other animals. What do you do when you have to leave him alone? What do you do when you have to leave him alone?
当您不得不让他单独待着时，您会怎么做？
What do you do when you have to leave him alone? What do you do when you have to leave him alone? I make sure he has plenty of toys and leave the TV on. I make sure he has plenty of toys and leave the TV on.
我确保他有足够的玩具，电视也开着。
I make sure he has plenty of toys and leave the TV on. I make sure he has plenty of toys and leave the TV on. Does he ever get anxious when you're away? Does he ever get anxious when you're away?
您不在的时候，他焦虑过吗？
Does he ever get anxious when you're away? Does he ever get anxious when you're away? Sometimes, but he's gotten better over time. Sometimes, but he's gotten better over time.
有时会，但随着时间的推移，他的情况会越来越好。
Sometimes, but he's gotten better over time. Sometimes, but he's gotten better over time. Do you take him with you on trips? Do you take him with you on trips?
你会带他一起旅行吗？
Do you take him with you on trips? Do you take him with you on trips? Whenever possible, he loves car rides. Whenever possible, he loves car rides.
只要有可能，他都喜欢坐车。
Whenever possible, he loves car rides. Whenever possible, he loves car rides. Does he have a favorite place to visit? Does he have a favorite place to visit?
他有喜欢去的地方吗？
Does he have a favorite place to visit? Does he have a favorite place to visit? He loves the beach. He loves the beach.
他喜欢海滩。
He loves the beach. He loves the beach. How does he react to strangers? How does he react to strangers?
他对陌生人有什么反应？
How does he react to strangers? How does he react to strangers? He's usually very friendly. He's usually very friendly.
他通常很友好。
He's usually very friendly. He's usually very friendly. Have you ever taken him to a dog park? Have you ever taken him to a dog park?
您带他去过狗公园吗？
Have you ever taken him to a dog park? Have you ever taken him to a dog park? Yes, he loves running around with other dogs. Yes, he loves running around with other dogs.
是的，他喜欢和其他狗一起跑来跑去。
Yes, he loves running around with other dogs. Yes, he loves running around with other dogs. How do you handle him during fireworks? How do you handle him during fireworks?
放烟花时，您如何照顾他？
How do you handle him during fireworks? How do you handle him during fireworks? I make sure to stay with him and play calming music. I make sure to stay with him and play calming music.
我确保和他待在一起，并播放安抚的音乐。
I make sure to stay with him and play calming music. I make sure to stay with him and play calming music. Does he enjoy being groomed? Does he enjoy being groomed?
他喜欢梳理毛发吗？
Does he enjoy being groomed? Does he enjoy being groomed? He loves being brushed, but hates nail trims. He loves being brushed, but hates nail trims.
他喜欢刷牙，但不喜欢修剪指甲。
He loves being brushed, but hates nail trims. He loves being brushed, but hates nail trims. Have you considered getting him a friend? Have you considered getting him a friend?
您考虑过给他找个朋友吗？
Have you considered getting him a friend? Have you considered getting him a friend? Yes, but we're still thinking about it. Yes, but we're still thinking about it.
有，但我们还在考虑。
Yes, but we're still thinking about it. Yes, but we're still thinking about it. How does he behave at the vet? How does he behave at the vet?
他在宠物医院表现如何？
How does he behave at the vet? How does he behave at the vet? He's usually pretty calm, thanks to the vet's treats. He's usually pretty calm, thanks to the vet's treats.
他通常都很平静，多亏了兽医的治疗。
He's usually pretty calm, thanks to the vet's treats. He's usually pretty calm, thanks to the vet's treats. Do you use a crate for your dog? Do you use a crate for your dog?
您给狗狗用笼子吗？
Do you use a crate for your dog? Do you use a crate for your dog? Yes, he sees it as his safe space. Yes, he sees it as his safe space.
是的，他把它当成自己的安全空间。
Yes, he sees it as his safe space. Yes, he sees it as his safe space. How did you choose his name? How did you choose his name?
您是如何给它取名字的？
How did you choose his name? How did you choose his name? We wanted something short and easy to call. We wanted something short and easy to call.
我们想取一个简短易记的名字。
We wanted something short and easy to call. We wanted something short and easy to call. Does he respond well to his name? Does he respond well to his name?
他对自己的名字反应好吗？
Does he respond well to his name? Does he respond well to his name? Yes, he comes running whenever we call him. Yes, he comes running whenever we call him.
是的，只要我们叫他，他就会跑过来。
Yes, he comes running whenever we call him. Yes, he comes running whenever we call him. What do you do if he misbehaves? What do you do if he misbehaves?
如果他调皮捣蛋，你会怎么做？
What do you do if he misbehaves? What do you do if he misbehaves? We use timeouts and positive reinforcement. We use timeouts and positive reinforcement.
我们采用暂停和正面强化的方法。
We use timeouts and positive reinforcement. We use timeouts and positive reinforcement. Does he have any quirks? Does he have any quirks?
他有什么怪癖吗？
Does he have any quirks? Does he have any quirks? He loves to chase his tail. He loves to chase his tail.
他喜欢追自己的尾巴。
He loves to chase his tail. He loves to chase his tail. What's the funniest thing he's ever done? What's the funniest thing he's ever done?
他做过的最有趣的事情是什么？
What's the funniest thing he's ever done? What's the funniest thing he's ever done? He once tried to chase a shadow and ran into a wall. He once tried to chase a shadow and ran into a wall.
有一次，他想追一个影子，结果撞到了墙上。
He once tried to chase a shadow and ran into a wall. He once tried to chase a shadow and ran into a wall. Does he enjoy car rides? Does he enjoy car rides?
他喜欢坐车吗？
Does he enjoy car rides? Does he enjoy car rides? Yes, he loves sticking his head out the window. Yes, he loves sticking his head out the window.
是的，他喜欢把头伸出窗外。
Yes, he loves sticking his head out the window. Yes, he loves sticking his head out the window. How often do you take him to the dog park? How often do you take him to the dog park?
您多长时间带他去一次狗公园？
How often do you take him to the dog park? How often do you take him to the dog park? About once a week. About once a week.
大约一周一次。
About once a week. About once a week. Have you tried any dog sports with him? Have you tried any dog sports with him?
您带他尝试过任何狗运动吗？
Have you tried any dog sports with him? Have you tried any dog sports with him? We tried agility training, and he loved it. We tried agility training, and he loved it.
我们尝试过敏捷训练，他很喜欢。
We tried agility training, and he loved it. We tried agility training, and he loved it. Does he get along with children? Does he get along with children?
他与孩子们相处融洽吗？
Does he get along with children? Does he get along with children? Yes, he's very gentle with kids. Yes, he's very gentle with kids.
是的，他对孩子很温和。
Yes, he's very gentle with kids. Yes, he's very gentle with kids. What do you do for his birthday? What do you do for his birthday?
他的生日你怎么庆祝？
What do you do for his birthday? What do you do for his birthday? We throw him a little party with dog-friendly treats. We throw him a little party with dog-friendly treats.
我们给他开一个小派对，准备了狗狗喜欢吃的东西。
We throw him a little party with dog-friendly treats. We throw him a little party with dog-friendly treats. Does he have a favorite spot in the house? Does he have a favorite spot in the house?
他在家里有最喜欢的地方吗？
Does he have a favorite spot in the house? Does he have a favorite spot in the house? He loves lying by the window. He loves lying by the window.
他喜欢趴在窗边。
He loves lying by the window. He loves lying by the window. How does he react to other animals on TV? How does he react to other animals on TV?
他对电视上的其他动物有什么反应？
How does he react to other animals on TV? How does he react to other animals on TV? He barks at them sometimes. He barks at them sometimes.
他有时会对它们吠叫。
He barks at them sometimes. He barks at them sometimes. Do you give him human food? Do you give him human food?
你给他吃人类的食物吗？
Do you give him human food? Do you give him human food? Occasionally, but only safe foods. Occasionally, but only safe foods.
偶尔，但只给他吃安全的食物。
Occasionally, but only safe foods. Occasionally, but only safe foods. Has he ever escaped from the yard? Has he ever escaped from the yard?
他曾经从院子里逃走过吗？
Has he ever escaped from the yard? Has he ever escaped from the yard? Once, but we found him quickly. Once, but we found him quickly.
有一次，但我们很快就找到了他。
Once, but we found him quickly. Once, but we found him quickly. What commands does he know? What commands does he know?
他知道哪些指令？
What commands does he know? What commands does he know? Sit, stay, roll over, and shake. Sit, stay, roll over, and shake.
坐下、站住、翻身和摇晃。
Sit, stay, roll over, and shake. Sit, stay, roll over, and shake. How long did it take to train him? How long did it take to train him?
训练他需要多长时间？
How long did it take to train him? How long did it take to train him? A few months of consistent practice. A few months of consistent practice.
坚持练习了几个月。
A few months of consistent practice. A few months of consistent practice. Does he have any allergies? Does he have any allergies?
他有过敏症吗？
Does he have any allergies? Does he have any allergies? He's allergic to chicken. He's allergic to chicken.
他对鸡肉过敏。
He's allergic to chicken. He's allergic to chicken. How do you keep him entertained indoors? How do you keep him entertained indoors?
如何让他在室内玩得开心？
How do you keep him entertained indoors? How do you keep him entertained indoors? Lots of toys and interactive games. Lots of toys and interactive games.
很多玩具和互动游戏。
Lots of toys and interactive games. Lots of toys and interactive games. What kind of leash do you use? What kind of leash do you use?
您使用哪种皮带？
What kind of leash do you use? What kind of leash do you use? A retractable one, so he has some freedom. A retractable one, so he has some freedom.
可伸缩的，这样他就有一些自由。
A retractable one, so he has some freedom. A retractable one, so he has some freedom. Does he know any fun tricks? Does he know any fun tricks?
他会什么有趣的把戏吗？
Does he know any fun tricks? Does he know any fun tricks? He can play dead. He can play dead.
他会装死。
He can play dead. He can play dead. How does he react to the mail carrier? How does he react to the mail carrier?
他对邮递员有什么反应？
How does he react to the mail carrier? How does he react to the mail carrier? He barks every time. He barks every time.
他每次都会吠叫。
He barks every time. He barks every time. Do you have a dog walker for him? Do you have a dog walker for him?
你有遛狗的人吗？
Do you have a dog walker for him? Do you have a dog walker for him? Only when we're both busy with work. Only when we're both busy with work.
只有我们工作都很忙的时候。
Only when we're both busy with work. Only when we're both busy with work. What's his favorite treat? What's his favorite treat?
他最喜欢吃什么？
What's his favorite treat? What's his favorite treat? He loves cheese. He loves cheese.
他喜欢奶酪。
He loves cheese. He loves cheese. Did you get your cat from a shelter? Did you get your cat from a shelter?
您的猫是从收容所得到的吗？
Did you get your cat from a shelter? Did you get your cat from a shelter? Yes, she was a rescue. Yes, she was a rescue.
是的，它是被救助的。
Yes, she was a rescue. Yes, she was a rescue. How old is your cat? How old is your cat?
您的猫多大了？
How old is your cat? How old is your cat? She's about 3 years old. She's about 3 years old.
大约3岁。
She's about 3 years old. She's about 3 years old. Does she have a favorite toy? Does she have a favorite toy?
它有喜欢的玩具吗？
Does she have a favorite toy? Does she have a favorite toy? She loves her feather wand. She loves her feather wand.
它喜欢它的羽毛棒。
She loves her feather wand. She loves her feather wand. What kind of food do you feed your cat? What kind of food do you feed your cat?
您给猫咪喂什么食物？
What kind of food do you feed your cat? What kind of food do you feed your cat? I give her a mix of dry and wet food. I give her a mix of dry and wet food.
我给它混合喂食乾粮和湿粮。
I give her a mix of dry and wet food. I give her a mix of dry and wet food. Does she like catnip? Does she like catnip?
它喜欢猫薄荷吗？
Does she like catnip? Does she like catnip? She goes crazy for it. She goes crazy for it.
它为之疯狂。
She goes crazy for it. She goes crazy for it. Does your cat sleep in your bed? Does your cat sleep in your bed?
您的猫睡在您的床上吗？
Does your cat sleep in your bed? Does your cat sleep in your bed? Yes, she curls up at the foot of the bed. Yes, she curls up at the foot of the bed.
是的，它蜷缩在床角。
Yes, she curls up at the foot of the bed. Yes, she curls up at the foot of the bed. How does she react to strangers? How does she react to strangers?
它对陌生人有什么反应？
How does she react to strangers? How does she react to strangers? She's a bit shy at first, but warms up quickly. She's a bit shy at first, but warms up quickly.
一开始有点害羞，但很快就会变得热情起来。
She's a bit shy at first, but warms up quickly. She's a bit shy at first, but warms up quickly. Does she use a scratching post? Does she use a scratching post?
它使用抓痒柱吗？
Does she use a scratching post? Does she use a scratching post? Yes, and she loves it. Yes, and she loves it.
是的，它很喜欢。
Yes, and she loves it. Yes, and she loves it. Have you trained her to do any tricks? Have you trained her to do any tricks?
您训练过她玩什么把戏吗？
Have you trained her to do any tricks? Have you trained her to do any tricks? She can sit and give a high five. She can sit and give a high five.
她会坐下来击掌。
She can sit and give a high five. She can sit and give a high five. How do you keep her entertained? How do you keep her entertained?
您是如何逗她开心的？
How do you keep her entertained? How do you keep her entertained? Lots of toys and interactive play sessions. Lots of toys and interactive play sessions.
很多玩具和互动游戏。
Lots of toys and interactive play sessions. Lots of toys and interactive play sessions. Does she get along with other pets? Does she get along with other pets?
她与其他宠物相处融洽吗？
Does she get along with other pets? Does she get along with other pets? She tolerates the dog but prefers to be alone. She tolerates the dog but prefers to be alone.
她能忍受狗，但更喜欢独处。
She tolerates the dog but prefers to be alone. She tolerates the dog but prefers to be alone. How often do you take her to the vet? How often do you take her to the vet?
您多久带她去看一次兽医？
How often do you take her to the vet? How often do you take her to the vet? Once a year for her checkup. Once a year for her checkup.
每年检查一次。
Once a year for her checkup. Once a year for her checkup. Does she like being groomed? Does she like being groomed?
她喜欢梳理毛发吗？
Does she like being groomed? Does she like being groomed? She loves being brushed. She loves being brushed.
她喜欢被刷毛。
She loves being brushed. She loves being brushed. How do you handle her when you need to give her medicine? How do you handle her when you need to give her medicine?
需要给她吃药时，您如何处理？
How do you handle her when you need to give her medicine? How do you handle her when you need to give her medicine? I hide it in her favorite treat. I hide it in her favorite treat.
我把药藏在她最喜欢的食物里。
I hide it in her favorite treat. I hide it in her favorite treat. Does she have any quirks? Does she have any quirks?
她有什么怪癖吗？
Does she have any quirks? Does she have any quirks? She loves to chase laser pointers. She loves to chase laser pointers.
她喜欢追逐激光指示器。
She loves to chase laser pointers. She loves to chase laser pointers. What do you do when you have to leave her alone? What do you do when you have to leave her alone?
当你不得不留下她一个人时，你会怎么做？
What do you do when you have to leave her alone? What do you do when you have to leave her alone? I make sure she has plenty of toys and a cozy spot to sleep. I make sure she has plenty of toys and a cozy spot to sleep.
我确保她有足够多的玩具和一个舒适的睡觉地方。
I make sure she has plenty of toys and a cozy spot to sleep. I make sure she has plenty of toys and a cozy spot to sleep. Does she ever get anxious when you're away? Does she ever get anxious when you're away?
您不在的时候，她会焦虑吗？
Does she ever get anxious when you're away? Does she ever get anxious when you're away? Not really, she's pretty independent. Not really, she's pretty independent.
不会，她很独立。
Not really, she's pretty independent. Not really, she's pretty independent. Does she enjoy car rides? Does she enjoy car rides?
她喜欢坐车吗？
Does she enjoy car rides? Does she enjoy car rides? Not at all, she meows the whole time. Not at all, she meows the whole time.
一点也不，她一直在喵喵叫。
Not at all, she meows the whole time. Not at all, she meows the whole time. What's her favorite spot in the house? What's her favorite spot in the house?
她在家里最喜欢的地方是哪里？
What's her favorite spot in the house? What's her favorite spot in the house? She loves the windowsill. She loves the windowsill.
她喜欢窗台。
She loves the windowsill. She loves the windowsill. How does she react to other cats? How does she react to other cats?
她对其他猫有什么反应？
How does she react to other cats? How does she react to other cats? She's very territorial. She's very territorial.
她很有领地意识。
She's very territorial. She's very territorial. Have you tried any cat puzzles with her? Have you tried any cat puzzles with her?
你有没有试过和她一起玩猫咪游戏？
Have you tried any cat puzzles with her? Have you tried any cat puzzles with her? Yes, and she loves them. Yes, and she loves them.
有，她很喜欢。
Yes, and she loves them. Yes, and she loves them. Does she like to be held? Does she like to be held?
她喜欢被抱着吗？
Does she like to be held? Does she like to be held? Only on her terms. Only on her terms.
只有她自己喜欢。
Only on her terms. Only on her terms. How does she react to loud noises? How does she react to loud noises?
她对嘈杂声有什么反应？
How does she react to loud noises? How does she react to loud noises? She hides under the bed. She hides under the bed.
她会躲在床底下。
She hides under the bed. She hides under the bed. Does she enjoy being outside? Does she enjoy being outside?
她喜欢户外活动吗？
Does she enjoy being outside? Does she enjoy being outside? Only if she's on a leash. Only if she's on a leash.
只有拴着她的时候才喜欢。
Only if she's on a leash. Only if she's on a leash. How did you choose her name? How did you choose her name?
你是怎么给她取名字的？
How did you choose her name? How did you choose her name? We wanted something unique and fitting for her personality. We wanted something unique and fitting for her personality.
我们想给她取一个独特又符合她个性的名字。
We wanted something unique and fitting for her personality. We wanted something unique and fitting for her personality. Does she respond to her name? Does she respond to her name?
她对自己的名字有反应吗？
Does she respond to her name? Does she respond to her name? Sometimes, especially if there's food involved. Sometimes, especially if there's food involved.
有时会，尤其是有食物的时候。
Sometimes, especially if there's food involved. Sometimes, especially if there's food involved. How often do you clean her litter box? How often do you clean her litter box?
您多久清理一次她的猫砂盆？
How often do you clean her litter box? How often do you clean her litter box? Every day. Every day.
每天。
Every day. Every day. What kind of litter do you use? What kind of litter do you use?
您使用哪种猫砂？
What kind of litter do you use? What kind of litter do you use? Unscented clumping litter. Unscented clumping litter.
无味极块垃圾。
Unscented clumping litter. Unscented clumping litter. Does she have any favorite treats? Does she have any favorite treats?
她有喜欢的食物吗？
Does she have any favorite treats? Does she have any favorite treats? She loves tuna-flavored snacks. She loves tuna-flavored snacks.
她喜欢金枪鱼味的零食。
She loves tuna-flavored snacks. She loves tuna-flavored snacks. How does she react to the vacuum cleaner? How does she react to the vacuum cleaner?
她对吸尘器有什么反应？
How does she react to the vacuum cleaner? How does she react to the vacuum cleaner? She runs and hides. She runs and hides.
她会跑着躲开。
She runs and hides. She runs and hides. Have you ever taken her on a trip? Have you ever taken her on a trip?
你带她出去旅行过吗？
Have you ever taken her on a trip? Have you ever taken her on a trip? Just short car rides to the vet. Just short car rides to the vet.
只是坐短途车去看兽医。
Just short car rides to the vet. Just short car rides to the vet. Does she have a favorite type of bed? Does she have a favorite type of bed?
她有喜欢的床吗？
Does she have a favorite type of bed? Does she have a favorite type of bed? She loves her heated cat bed. She loves her heated cat bed.
她喜欢有暖气的猫床。
She loves her heated cat bed. She loves her heated cat bed. How do you play with her? How do you play with her?
您是如何和她玩耍的？
How do you play with her? How do you play with her? We play with feather wands and laser pointers. We play with feather wands and laser pointers.
我们玩羽毛棒和激光笔。
We play with feather wands and laser pointers. We play with feather wands and laser pointers. Does she like to climb? Does she like to climb?
她喜欢攀爬吗？
Does she like to climb? Does she like to climb? Yes, she loves her cat tree. Yes, she loves her cat tree.
是的，她喜欢她的猫树。
Yes, she loves her cat tree. Yes, she loves her cat tree. How do you introduce her to new people? How do you introduce her to new people?
如何将她介绍给新朋友？
How do you introduce her to new people? How do you introduce her to new people? Slowly and with treats. Slowly and with treats.
慢慢来，给她点吃的。
Slowly and with treats. Slowly and with treats. Does she ever try to escape outside? Does she ever try to escape outside?
她有没有试图逃到外面？
Does she ever try to escape outside? Does she ever try to escape outside? Sometimes, but we keep a close eye on her. Sometimes, but we keep a close eye on her.
有时会，但我们会盯得很紧。
Sometimes, but we keep a close eye on her. Sometimes, but we keep a close eye on her. How do you handle her during vet visits? How do you handle her during vet visits?
在宠物医院看病时，您如何照顾她？
How do you handle her during vet visits? How do you handle her during vet visits? With lots of treats and calming sprays. With lots of treats and calming sprays.
给她吃很多东西，喷一些镇静剂。
With lots of treats and calming sprays. With lots of treats and calming sprays. Does she have any allergies? Does she have any allergies?
她有过敏症吗？
Does she have any allergies? Does she have any allergies? Not that we know of. Not that we know of.
据我们所知没有。
Not that we know of. Not that we know of. How does she react to new furniture? How does she react to new furniture?
她对新家具有什么反应？
How does she react to new furniture? How does she react to new furniture? She sniffs it cautiously. She sniffs it cautiously.
她小心翼翼地闻了闻。
She sniffs it cautiously. She sniffs it cautiously. Does she have a favorite hiding spot? Does she have a favorite hiding spot?
她有最喜欢的藏身之处吗？
Does she have a favorite hiding spot? Does she have a favorite hiding spot? Under the bed or in the closet. Under the bed or in the closet.
床下或衣柜里。
Under the bed or in the closet. Under the bed or in the closet. How does she react to birds outside? How does she react to birds outside?
她对外面的鸟有什么反应？
How does she react to birds outside? How does she react to birds outside? She chirps and watches them intently. She chirps and watches them intently.
她会叽叽喳喳地叫，并仔细观察它们。
She chirps and watches them intently. She chirps and watches them intently. Do you give her any supplements? Do you give her any supplements?
你给她吃过什么营养品吗？
Do you give her any supplements? Do you give her any supplements? Just some fish oil for her coat. Just some fish oil for her coat.
只是给她吃点鱼油。
Just some fish oil for her coat. Just some fish oil for her coat. How often do you brush her? How often do you brush her?
您多久给她刷一次毛？
How often do you brush her? How often do you brush her? Every few days. Every few days.
每隔几天。
Every few days. Every few days. Does she enjoy watching TV? Does she enjoy watching TV?
她喜欢看电视吗？
Does she enjoy watching TV? Does she enjoy watching TV? She likes watching nature documentaries. She likes watching nature documentaries.
她喜欢看自然纪录片。
She likes watching nature documentaries. She likes watching nature documentaries. How do you handle her when she scratches furniture? How do you handle her when she scratches furniture?
当她抓擦家具时，您如何处理？
How do you handle her when she scratches furniture? How do you handle her when she scratches furniture? I redirect her to the scratching post. I redirect her to the scratching post.
我把她引到抓痒的地方。
I redirect her to the scratching post. I redirect her to the scratching post. Does she have a favorite human in the house? Does she have a favorite human in the house?
家里有她最喜欢的人吗？
Does she have a favorite human in the house? Does she have a favorite human in the house? She seems to like everyone equally. She seems to like everyone equally.
她似乎对每个人都一视同仁。
She seems to like everyone equally. She seems to like everyone equally. How does she react to thunderstorms? How does she react to thunderstorms?
她对雷雨有什么反应？
How does she react to thunderstorms? How does she react to thunderstorms? She hides until they pass. She hides until they pass.
她会躲起来，直到雷雨过去。
She hides until they pass. She hides until they pass. Have you tried clicker training with her? Have you tried clicker training with her?
您对她进行过点击训练吗？
Have you tried clicker training with her? Have you tried clicker training with her? Yes, and it's been quite effective. Yes, and it's been quite effective.
试过，效果不错。
Yes, and it's been quite effective. Yes, and it's been quite effective. Does she get along with the dog? Does she get along with the dog?
她和狗相处得好吗？
Does she get along with the dog? Does she get along with the dog? They tolerate each other. They tolerate each other.
他们互相容忍。
They tolerate each other. They tolerate each other. How do you introduce her to new environments? How do you introduce her to new environments?
如何让她适应新环境？
How do you introduce her to new environments? How do you introduce her to new environments? Slowly and with lots of reassurance. Slowly and with lots of reassurance.
慢慢来，多安抚。
Slowly and with lots of reassurance. Slowly and with lots of reassurance.
今天的影片就到这里结束。如果你喜欢这种英文练习方式的话，可以考虑订阅我们的频道，然后在底下按赞并分享出去。有什么建议，也可以在留言区告诉我们，让我们产出更符合你所期望的影片。我们下次再见，拜拜。